Hi there, this is Tony from Pianotone.ca, and with 2021 coming to a close, I just thought I'd do a super quick video on some of the keyboards and digital pianos that I'm familiar with, and I picked out the ones that I really do recommend at some different price points. I've done reviews on almost all of these, but I am extremely familiar with the ones that I haven't done reviews on, and I will mention that as I go. Links to all of the reviews that I do have are in the description below. Let's check it out. Okay, first on the list, Casiotone CTS-300. Sells for about $150 US. The sounds are not the greatest, but they're okay. And it has some arranger features built in, but the reasons to buy this is that it has touch-sensitive keys, which is a mandatory feature in my opinion. And it's crazy portable and it's extremely inexpensive. The next one on the list is the Yamaha PSR E373. This sells for about $200 US. It has a very high quality main piano sound, and for the price has very good arranger features. And a huge feature on this keyboard is that it has an audio interface built into the USB port. So you can record high quality audio without needing an external audio interface. The next one on the list is the Casiotone CTS-1, also sells for about $200 US. I own this keyboard and I absolutely love this keyboard. It uses Casio's newer AIX sound chip and has very high quality sounds for the price, and the sounds on this board are very keyboard player centric. You're not going to hear a whole bunch of horns and harmonicas and all of that kind of stuff. Almost all of the sounds are from some type of a keyboard instrument. It even includes a tape flute, which is basically like a mellotron that you would recognize from Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles. The user interface is dead simple, button driven, and the action, even though it's a synth action, feels almost semi-weighted. So this is an awesome portable option for a piano player that's used to weighted keys that only weighs 10 pounds and it's battery operated. The Alesis Recital Pro. This sells for about $380 US. This was my first digital piano. I had it for about a year or so and I really liked it. It has a decent piano sound. It's got a really good user interface with a screen, left and right line out ports, and most importantly has 88 fully weighted keys. They're not graded, but they are fully weighted. So if you're looking for an inexpensive fully weighted keyboard, I highly recommend the Alesis Recital Pro. The iNovus i88, this also sells for about $380 US. Like the Alesis, this is also an 88 key, fully weighted entry-level piano. I think the action on the iNovus is maybe a tiny bit better than the Alesis, at least to me, but the Alesis main piano sound is maybe a tiny bit better than the iNovus, but the differences between these two are pretty minimal, and either of these are great choices for entry-level digital pianos that have fully weighted keys. The iNovus also does come with a sustain pedal, and it also has some basic arranger features as well. The Korg EK-50. That's that guy right back there. Sells for about $450 to $500 US. This is my most recent keyboard purchase, and I love this keyboard. It is a 61 arranger keyboard with non-weighted keys, so if you're looking for weighted keys, then this is not for you. But the action is a really good quality synth action, and it actually has true full-sized keys. Most keyboards without fully weighted keys that have synth action, including the ones that I've mentioned here, will say that the keys are full size, but they're typically a tiny bit narrower, a few millimeters shorter in octave width. So if you're used to true full-size key widths, which I am, then I find the EK-50 a little bit easier to play. The other things I love about the EK-50 is it has left and right line out ports. It's got fantastic speakers. It's got a very bright piano sound that really cuts through the mix well, which is great for me because I'm always playing with backing tracks. But most of all, it has by far the best user interface I have ever seen on any keyboard or digital piano. Everything you would ever need to do, even adding or removing layers while you're playing, is available at the touch of a button. The Roland FP-10. This sells for around $600 US. I haven't reviewed the FP-10, but I've played it in stores countless times, and I owned an FP-30 for almost a year. The FP-10 has the same PHA-4 action as the FP-30 and the newer FP-30X, so if you're looking for the most realistic acoustic piano action for the least amount of money, then this is the one for you. There's not a lot of sounds, it's not a great user interface, speakers are small, but it has a super realistic action and a great piano sound, which is great value for the money. Okay, the Yamaha P-125 sells for about $700 US, and if this is not the best-selling digital piano in the world, it's got to be pretty close to it. I owned the P-125 for about a year after having traded in my Roland FP-30 for it, and I cannot say enough good things about the Yamaha P-125. It's got 88 fully weighted graded hammer action keys that are a delight to play. It's got some great sounds, some basic rhythms that you can practice along with. It's got good speakers, left and right line outputs, and it also has an audio interface built into the USB port, which, like the PSR E373 keyboard, allows you to make really high quality audio recordings without needing an external audio interface. And there's also an extra feature to the P-125 that adds a ton of functionality, which is the best piano app that I've ever seen, which is Smart Pianist. This app adds so much functionality, including unlimited registrations and the ability to generate chord charts from sound files. So the Roland FP-30x, this sells for about $800 US. It replaces the Roland FP-30, which I owned for about a year. And the FP-30x actually addresses some of the shortcomings of the FP-30, such as adding in left and right line outs, and also an audio interface built into the USB port. It, like the FP-10, has Roland's PHA-4 action, which is super realistic, even includes escapement. And the FP-30x has also improved some of the sounds as well, in particular the electric piano sounds. Okay, the Yamaha DGX-670. This sells for about $850 US. I've only played this in the store as well, but I've played it for hours in the store. And this is definitely something that I will most likely own at some stage. This piano is absolutely amazing. It has the GHS action that I absolutely love from the Yamaha P-125, but it also has some very surprisingly high-end arranger features that you're normally going to have to pay twice as much to get in an arranger keyboard. It will even change how the backing instruments play based on how you are playing, based on your velocity. It has a mic input that includes effects. It's got some pretty impressive multi-track recording and some beautiful sounding speakers. The only drawback of the 670 is that it's really large and it's quite heavy. It's almost 50 pounds. But if you're into recording, playing along with rhythms, but you also want weighted keys, then this, in my opinion, is the best option out there, especially if you don't need to move it around a lot. So those are my most recommended keyboards and digital pianos for the end of 2021. I'm hoping to see some cool new products in 2022 to be able to check out. I do have links to my reviews below, and I've also got affiliate links to check out the current prices of any of these keyboards and digital pianos on Amazon. So thanks a bunch for watching this video, and happy piano playing and happy piano and keyboard shopping. Have a good one.